Welcome back to Facts Repo, your home for the most incredible stories from history. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on our weekly explorations into the unknown. Today, we journey to the vast, frozen expanse of Greenland, a place of silent, icy majesty. But beneath this serene landscape lies a chilling secret, a ghost city from the Cold War, buried deep within the ice sheet. This is the story of Camp Century, the city under the ice. Imagine a world locked in a tense standoff, where global superpowers watched each other with suspicion. This was the height of the Cold War, a time of clandestine operations and ambitious, top-secret projects. In this climate of fear and innovation, the United States Army conceived a plan so audacious it sounds like something from a spy novel. They decided to build a complete, self-sustaining city beneath the Greenland ice sheet. Publicly, it was presented as a scientific research station, a polar wonderland designed to test new construction techniques and study life in the Arctic. They called it Camp Century. But the real purpose of this subterranean metropolis was far more sinister. Camp Century was the public face of a top-secret military operation codenamed Project Iceworm. The ultimate goal was to create a massive, hidden network of tunnels stretching for thousands of miles under the ice. This network was designed to be a launchpad for hundreds of nuclear missiles. The idea was that these mobile missile launchers, hidden deep within the ice, would be undetectable and unstoppable, providing a devastating second strike capability in the event of nuclear war. So, in 1959, an unprecedented construction project began. Army engineers were deployed to one of the most hostile environments on Earth, facing bone-chilling temperatures and relentless winds. Their mission was to carve a city out of the ancient ice. Using Swiss-made rotary snow plows, they dug enormous trenches into the ice sheet. These trenches were then covered with arched steel roofs, and snow was blown back over them, burying the structures deep beneath the surface. The result was a network of tunnels that housed a surprisingly complex community. Life inside Camp Century was a bizarre mix of military discipline and surreal, subterranean existence. The base was a sprawling complex with prefabricated buildings housing everything a small town would need. There were dormitories, a hospital, a movie theater, a library, and even a chapel. To power this hidden city, engineers installed the world's first portable nuclear reactor, the PM-2A. This marvel of engineering provided all the electricity and heat the camp needed, making it truly self-sufficient in the middle of a frozen wasteland. Fresh water was melted directly from the surrounding ice. For the 100 or so soldiers and scientists living there, it was a life of isolation and routine. They conducted scientific research, including drilling the first ever ice core samples that would later revolutionize our understanding of Earth's climate history. But they were also pioneers, living and working in an environment no human had ever inhabited before. Despite the relative comforts, the immense pressure of the ice above was a constant, creeping danger. The Greenland ice sheet is not static, it's a slow-moving river of ice. The engineers of Camp Century soon discovered a terrifying fact: the glaciers were moving much faster than they had anticipated. The tunnels and buildings began to deform under the immense, crushing weight. Walls warped, ceilings buckled, and the very integrity of the base was threatened. The dream of a stable, permanent missile base was literally being squeezed out of existence by the forces of nature. The nuclear reactor also presented its own set of problems, and the constant maintenance in such extreme conditions was a logistical nightmare. The vision of Project Iceworm, a sprawling network of missile silos, was proving to be an engineering impossibility. The ice was simply too unstable. By 1967, just 8 years after it was built, the Army was forced to abandon Camp Century. The portable nuclear reactor was removed, but everything else was left behind, entombed within the ice. The official assumption was that the base and all its contents would be preserved forever in their frozen grave, a time capsule of the Cold War. They left behind the entire infrastructure of the city, the buildings, the tunnels, and an estimated 200,000 liters of diesel fuel. More alarmingly, they also left behind significant amounts of hazardous waste, including radioactive coolant from the nuclear reactor and untreated sewage. For decades, the secret city slept, forgotten by the world, buried deeper and deeper under layers of accumulating snow. the Army believed the ice sheet would be a permanent tomb. They were wrong. Now, a new threat is emerging, one the Cold War planners never foresaw: climate change. The Arctic is warming at an alarming rate, and the massive Greenland ice sheet is beginning to melt. The frozen tomb of Camp Century is thawing. Scientists now predict that within this century, the ice covering the base could melt entirely. As the ice recedes, the abandoned city will be re-exposed, and all the hazardous materials left behind will be released into the environment. This toxic legacy poses a serious environmental threat. The diesel fuel, radioactive waste, and other pollutants could contaminate the fragile Arctic ecosystem and potentially enter the ocean, with consequences that are difficult to predict. The ghost of Camp Century is returning to haunt us. What was once a top-secret military project has become a complex international and environmental issue. The abandoned base is a ticking time bomb, a stark reminder that the consequences of our past actions can re-emerge in unexpected ways. The story of Camp Century is a fascinating and cautionary tale. It's a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, but also a sober warning about the unforeseen consequences of our grandest designs and the enduring legacy of the Cold War. Thanks for joining us on this journey under the ice. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, hit that like button and share it with someone who loves a good historical mystery. And don't forget to subscribe to Facts Repo for more deep dives into the secrets of our world. We'll see you next time.